in Barcelona. Boom! Rise if you can find it. Shine if you can see it. Your boy Marquis Saints Addiction in the house. I'm here in the Park and Spark. That's right. Everything's wet and soaking here. And I had to just say, isn't that life? You know what I'm saying? Is that not our lives? That some days, not some days, life is not a Disney movie. Like I had to put it in caps lock this morning. Life is not a Disney movie. And unfortunately, we've been sold movie titles and outcomes and a disbelief as the owner of and creator of Weed Club, just like Fight Club. None of us are fucking rich. None of us are fucking stars, and none of us have it all figured out. And that's what has to happen this morning. Is we got to talk about it for the morning motivation. Let's get it in, shall we? Sponsored to you by Bob Marley. These are Bob Marley papers I'm smoking this morning. Where's my Bob Marley wraps? In my pocket, I think. Hold on. And in my life, I think. Hold on. It's just crazy, bro. Boom. Shout out to Bob. Swear to Bob. Thank you for being awesome, Bob. Somebody's trying to knock into my show. Boom, baby, boom. Smoking review. So, yeah. Okay, so I get up this morning, and it says it's 63 degrees outside. You know, it's dark clouds everywhere. Last night, I got stuck at the smoke shop. I thought to myself, wow, you know, life has no plans. Life has no like meaning. And we got a, hey, blessed up, Benny Mac, what's up? Co-pro. That's my co-producer, Benny Mac, live from New Zealand. I need to talk to you about something too. So check it out. Let's first start, Park and Spark. Bless up. And here we go. So, your boy say, I'm intrepid, is what I've been told. That means I'm brave. That means I take chances. That means I boldly go where no one wants to go before. And what ends up happening is I get myself in situations where things are unpredictable. Fred, all the way from England, he just got out of jail, just got divorced. They're fucking with him. And I was like, bro, you got to run. He's like, should I run? Should I what? I said, that's what I did. I got sick of getting arrested. I got sick of fucking anytime I got pulled over was a threat to my livelihood and my freedom. I got sick of going to 3 different jails in 2 weeks. I got sick of the fucking popo taking my car and me having to not have any friends to talk to, and even my own mom not talking to me, dude. I was tired of being sick and tired. And what happens in Disney and in the movies is that everybody walks away clean. Nobody ends up losing a parent, except for that one movie, Coco. Pixar did good with that. The Hispanic movie showing about how we're always tied with our ancestors and how they believe in Dia de los Muertos and all those other things. It's a beautiful movie about death, but Disney, you never see Mickey Mouse with his hat off. You never see anybody get shot. Bambi just falls over, and it's sudden, and it's tragic, and it's sad, but you don't get to see the blood. You don't get to see the grimy. You know what I mean? You don't get to see the other half of what travel is when someone's turning the shower off on you when you're at their house and they're throwing your shit on the ground. You don't get to see when your friend every morning is bitching about something and being a dick and not even being nice about anything, like not even trying to even be nice. You're not seeing the other side when you come all the way to Barcelona. It's your first time ever being, and the next day it's fucking raining cats and dogs and shit just doesn't go your way. I thought for sure by now I'd be rich. Oh, because the majority of people aren't rich. I'm looking at this apartment and thinking how many people are struggling. Just right here, everybody has a struggle in their lives because our lives aren't Disney movies. And we have to realize that the movies lie to us, right? There are no Guardians of the Galaxy. There are no Avengers. There are no saviors. And as a saint, I'd love to sit here and go, oh yeah, everything's a magic pill. Everything's awesome. I love my life, you know, and be able to scream that at the top of my lungs. But there's a struggle here. You know, I have run out of money. I am leaving 12 hours, staying at this apartment, and they're even mad at me because I knocked on the door and and somebody was sleeping in there. It was the guy that owns the place, and I'm like, is it raining outside? Like, I don't even have my own window. It's still hot in this fucking apartment, and it says it's 63 degrees out when it was 93 yesterday. And it was beautiful outside, and then all of a sudden, I go leave the cannabis club, and it was swimming. It was swimming outside, and I'm like, holy fuck, dude! I don't have my hoodie, I don't have a jacket, I don't have Jack. Smoked some more cannabis and just fucking chilled out till the fucking rain subsided. Then I could walk around, kind of like what I'm doing in Barcelona. It doesn't plan on me. It doesn't plan on my life. There is no plan in my life. Fucking try hard, start businesses. There's no guarantee here, and that's what we got to have. The facts is like a lot of us live in a life where we expect things, right? Expectations, assumptions. We make asses out of ourselves because we're not in as good of shape as we think that we are. We're fatter than we believe. I get white hairs here. I get white hairs in here. I got wrinkles, bro, pointed out by my ex, like this is my life. And I was like, I sit here and it's just your life too. As our lives go by, there is no blueprint. There is no story, plot, and scene. There's so many unexpected things. I'm sitting there talking with my homie and I'm like, what else are your choices, bro? Go back to jail? What are you going to do? Just sit in jail and waste away? Is that going to be your thing, dude? Like, you're just going to be in jail and just sitting around, and it just sucks, dude, because, like, our lives aren't perfect. And just like I say here at Saints Addiction, and show it off, Saints Addiction, there's no perfect here, bro. There's a lot of struggle in life. They say the struggle is real because life is real, and a lot of us want to say, oh yeah, it gets so good. What did the one girl tell me? She said, I couldn't believe that I had an abortion right before my mom died, and I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, my mom had given birth to over, she was a what do you call that, not a milkmaid, what do you call that when someone that helps you have a baby, a midwife? She had helped 500 babies get born, but her own daughter had an abortion right before her mom died. Should have mattered, or that should have happened, and it doesn't happen the way that we picture it. It doesn't happen the way that the movie is supposed to go. And we see these plot twists in our lives, and we're like excited when they're the fucking movie, but when it's our lives, we're like, how the fuck did that just happen? How the fuck did I just have an abortion when the woman was already 5 months pregnant and we were in love? How can she just stop talking to me and then all of a sudden out of 2 years pop up out of nowhere and want to say what's up? Boom, boom, vamos. Yeah, I'm about to get the fuck out. You already know, girl. Thanks, Lucky Star, for saying what's up. I'm just a shock, It's like everybody wants these perfect holidays. I don't know how many people were trying to fly to Maui, but Maui's on fire. And you can't predict fire. You know what I'm saying? You can't predict forest fire. Part of us that makes us human. It makes it adventurous and it makes it interesting, but it also makes it a question mark. My buddy's like, what if I run out of fucking, yep, crazy, bro. He's like, what if I run out of money? I'm like, you're going to run out of money for sure there in fucking England, because they just took 890 pounds, about basically $1,000 out of your account for 2 lucky nights in the fucking jail cell. Come on, bro. What the fuck are we doing here, bro? I was spending almost 2.5 weeks in jail, half the month of 6 months ago, 5 months ago in January, and I'm sitting there in a jail cell wasting away with fucking cartel members, fully coated, like on their faces and everything, and I'm in there because of my late registration or because I didn't register my car. Fuck that. Fuck jail. Fuck America. Fuck all that shit, bro. I fucking went and did something different. And that's what I was telling my homie. That's what I did. And he's like, what if I run out of money? Then you're going to have to get a job. And he was like, oh, fuck a job. And I'm like, man, I just walked my feet. You can see the blisters on my feet. You can see that red right there on my feet. There's a blister. Here's a blister that popped. Here's another one that's on my toe. I don't know if you can see this red one right here, but your boy's been walking his Chevrolets off to go to every fucking smoke shop in Mallorca and Palma, just so I can get some kind of fucking sales. I gotta tuck my tail between my legs, running with no money to one of the most expensive places in the world, in Finland, just because I got a support system. Just because I know that if I get there, my friends will still feed me. I'll still find a way. I don't have a job. Hopefully, I get some more deals. Hopefully, I can earn enough money to go to Thailand. That puts me in Thailand. Maybe I have to go get a job and teach English again in Thailand. Like, there's just no rhyme or reason to it all. And we watch way too many movies because it alters our thinking. It alters the thought that the outcome could be different. And what I'm really learning in life is that we don't have any plans. We don't have any blueprints. There's nobody that sat out here like the architect of what's the fucking movie? The Matrix, and sit there and go, yeah, I've been planning your life this whole time, and you were supposed to go left that one time, and you were supposed to go to the right a couple inches. Oh, and that one mistake, that wasn't supposed to happen. Everybody's going to make mistakes. Everybody's going to have issues. It's not going to change because we magically watched a movie or because we wanted it to magically be a different outcome. And I have a tough time with the outcome not being the way that I designed it. I do. I have a personal tough time with that because I went to college. I went to fucking 6 years of college at UNLV, hustling my ass off, doing. I graduated college homeless, bro. I fucking went to college. I was at college homeless, bro, taking showers at the fucking gym because I was sleeping in my car across the street because I had paid for those classes. My cash, not like from the government, not from a Pell Grant, not from somebody else, because I paid for these classes. I had to go get those credits. I had to finish college homeless. And it's like, it's not fun that it's part of my story that I was homeless. It's not fun when I go to the RDM club, the biggest cannabis club in Mallorca, and the guy just shivers when I told him I've been in South Korean prison. It's not my funnest story to tell people that I just had an abortion. It's not fucking cool that I'm not a father and I'm not rich yet and I'm not fucking as happy as I think I deserve to be or wish I was. And like I was saying yesterday, I think a lot of people that get on these social media, they show their best side. I'm so happy, and then their fucking mouth just I'm so proud, and then they stare at their photo and they judge it and they go I'm like, what just happened to that guy a second ago, that girl a second ago? It's the best of my life. Right back to the frown. And you're like, that's what we're doing, dude. We're all kind of walking, moping around. I see two little young girls right here. They're preteen in it. All they got is their friendship. And if they have their friendship, they can put on their fucking hoodies and walk out of their house and at least talk and be around someone that's around their peers, someone they can talk to. I see ladies with their dog sitting here over on their phone, being in the fucking park because she doesn't want to be lonely and the dog needs to go for a walk and she needs to go for a walk. These are the lives that we live. Every city that I've been, there's a bodega on the corner. There are people that live in the apartments. They all got to get rent. They all have bills. A lot. And it's just something that really dawned in me that it kind of started to, in a stoic philosophy kind of way, that that I'm mad because the outcome isn't the way that I wanted it to be. I'm like a child where I just threw my meal on the ground because it's not what I wanted to eat. Now, obviously, I'm going to starve if I don't eat what my mom cooks me, and I can't exactly cook for myself. Like, I'm talking as a kid. I can cook for myself now. I got to go to the store and get some shit. But, the weather ain't going to cooperate. The weather doesn't care. This is my last day in Barcelona. They don't give a fuck that I was in the fucking smoke club and all of a sudden I was trying to leave and everybody's like, you're going to need a taxi. And I'm like, I don't really have taxi money. Check out what happened last night. So after I left the club, I'll tell you about the club here in a second. But after I left the club, fucking Google sends me this way. I catch the third train and then the cops come up to me and they're like, you got to get off the train. I'm like, what? Yeah, the train stopped. This is the last stop. And I'm like, no, Google said it's got 5 more stops. They're like, sorry. And then the only way to go was all the way back to Barcelona, an hour out of the way. And I'm like, I don't have this hour, man. I'm fucking tired. And like, well, get a bus. There is no bus till like 3 a.m. Okay. I'm like, I'm really fucking stuck. Luckily, this guy came by. It was fucking super cool. Taxi. He stopped. He was chilling. I was gonna, how'd you get here? And I'm like, I'm fucking stuck, bro. And luckily, he had some good English too. He was sharing me some Pringle chips. He actually gave me the Pringle chips to go home with so I could eat my peanut butter to have so much control because Google said the directions were this way. Who were the ladies that followed Google and end up are like, our whole cars are getting dumped off the off ramp and we have no rhyme or reason to this. There is no promise. Do I look like I got a promise face to you? But I know for sure I don't want to sit in jail. I know for sure I don't want my friend Fred in jail. And there's nothing good that's going to happen in jail. So whether you want to put me in jail for fucking half a month or you want to fucking take my car or you want to take my money, all of it adds up to an experience. All of it adds up to part of the mistakes that made me who I am. And it also adds a little bit of flavoring. Maybe I didn't want this dish to be so spicy, but it's part of the flavoring. And guess what? I'm in Barcelona, so this is the way that Spanish food is supposed to taste. Go with it. So, it's like they say, go with God or live and let live or what other cliches you can say. But I need to tell this today that no, there is no Disney movie here. A lot of people are like, oh, I wish I want to travel. Oh, yeah, you want to be homeless in your car before you even fucking travel for a couple months? Do you want to literally take showers at the gym again? And not like you didn't just do it in college, but you got to do it in your 40s? Do you really want to drive around in a car that has bad plates and the cops are pulling you over and throwing you in jail? Is that what you really want? Because that's the price I had to pay to be here now. And everybody wants the prize. Everybody wants the hoodie, but nobody wants to sit there and design it or go around and try to sell hoodies for 10 years before you even make one. This is the only one. Like, I haven't made 50 of these and sold 100 of them or 1,000 of them. No, I only made one. I wear one. People like them, but no one's ordered one. You know what I mean? That's the kind of world that I live in. I'm living in a world where it's a reality. It's not something that's a fallacy. It's not a real life show where I had editors and co-pros and people that could make it into what it was. No, what I say is what I said. I've already said it. You know, that's why my ex is so mad about it, because in case I go viral, it'll always be online and people can always just rewind it, flip it, make it, what is the new one? Deep fake it and make it say, make all my words and use my voice to make it sound like I did something else. And that's not what happened. What's really happening is, yeah, dude, I've been to jail. That really happened. I've been to 3 different prisons. That's right. I'm a felon in 3 different countries. And I also just kind of pissed off the people where I stayed at. But, you know, what can I do? I don't have a fucking window and it's fucking hot inside. I'm fucking sweating like a whore in church because they don't have any air conditioning. It's what it is. I'm in Spain. And when I was in Peru, I had to fucking cover myself. There was no heater in there and I could see my breath inside my hotel room. There it is, bro. There's a price to pay for everything. And I think we forget that. You know, I know we think we always count it through money as an energy, but that's not what it really costs us. It costs us our time. And that's where the real energy's at. That's why we pay people hourly, so we can borrow their energy, so we can use their time while they're on this planet to do the things that we need to get done instead of what they need to get done. And that's the real switch about being slavery. My slavery, the money slavery, is just like to get away from money slavery, have some financial freedom, have the mental ability to see things differently. It's a lot. And it's not fair. And it's not linear. And it's not as smooth as we all like it to be. We'd all like to show up at our 30-year school reunion and say, oh yeah, that's my beautiful wife over there. I mean, we have all these beautiful kids, and let's show our photos. And we don't argue. Last night I was eating ramen because they told me where the ramen place was. I was starving, couldn't find any food. They were like, no one delivers. My app wouldn't work. All the guys at the thing, they're like, this is what's happening. And like, it's raining. What do you want us to do? There's a bike race going through Barcelona. The whole city shut down. I guess that's the way it's going to have to be, because I can't make the whole city unrain itself, undo an event, and open up some places so I can fucking eat. It was against me. The outcome was out of my control. And as a control freak, as someone that puts in a lot of energy to have his body look the way that he wants it to, and have his business work the way that I want it to, and to go where I want to go, it cost me. It does. It cost me. It cost me sleeping in hot Airbnbs. It cost me going to Barcelona when it's not raining. You know what I mean? I'm thinking it's going to still rain eventually. What should I do with the last 12 hours that I got? I think I need to get my ass back down to Airbnb so I can go give these guys their Weed Club cards, because I'm determined. But other than that, the place that I wanted to go visit, the hydroponic shop that could buy some stuff, guess who's closed today? Sunday. What do you want me to do? Open up the facility? There we are, bro. Sometimes it's against us, dude. Sometimes life is in our favor and we feel blessed and the wind is in our sails. And then next thing you know, it's the storm. And then you can take the other attitude and said, who knows what the next storm will bring? And that's my favorite line from Castaway. With your boy Tom Hanks, you know? You don't know what the next tide will bring. One moment you think you got your life together. Next moment you're cast upon the rocks. And that's a movie. And then it's like, you know, he gets saved. What if you don't get saved? What if you've been drinking seawater for 2 months? It's like that. And that's what's tough about our lives, is that we sit here in privilege, that we get to walk around calmly and safely and go to our homes, get our snacks, hold our kids, walk our dogs. But the truth is at any moment, someone's getting hit by a car, maybe the dog's getting hit by a car, maybe your car's getting towed. You know what I mean? Like, they don't tell you that stuff. Everybody and friends doesn't have a fucking job. They're just in their fucking living room doing their thing and like, oh, it was a tough day. And it was like, no, you're an actor. You haven't had a tough day. You have, and you got all your bags and you got blisters that just popped. And then all of a sudden this girl's cursed. She's a girl. Fuck your mom, blah, 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 blah. You're the worst motherfucker on the planet, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I just got here. Wow, I'm having a hell of a time. My fucking bags are hurting my back. I got way too much shit and my blister just popped and I don't know where I'm fucking going. I just landed here and this is my life. This is the experience that happened. So here's the best part about the story, right? I'm gonna smoke. I go to La Sagrada Familia, the famous Gaudi church that's been taken 400 years to make, and it looks beautiful and all this other stuff. And I look where the guy told me to go from Mallorca when I was in Sorier. He's like, you got to go to this club. It's the best club in all of Barcelona. So it was literally walking distance. I stopped at a couple smoke shops and I went in there. I didn't even eat. Get there at 3 o'clock. I didn't leave that place till 10 o'clock. I ended up staying there for 7 hours and meeting the owner and sitting there talking about all the world of weed, talking about the philosophies, hearing his positions about America and how they don't treat their people right and let artificial food coloring into their food, and they let people have guns. And he's like, don't get me started. But I had a great conversation. A really good conversation. All the way in Spain, I was being Tyler Durden, bringing the weed club worldwide and connecting people and connecting the right people. Now they want to come to Champs and come see Las Vegas. I'm like, you guys can come crash on the couch and stay with me, keep it cheap. They're like, as soon as we get money, my friends in Finland want to do the same. It was all connecting, and I was so blessed to go into this random building that was just so happened next to the fucking Sagrada Familia. Just so happened to go downstairs. Just so happened to meet the owner. They've had this place for 20 years, and they're humming and bumming, bro. They're full on fucking legal lounge, and people buying hash and joints, and people letting me chill, and people are playing fucking Magic, World of Warcraft, and there's fucking glass, and there's a little bit of a fucking a display. They got like hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of glass down there. They got pinball machines, they got foosball machines, they got ping pong, they got fucking the shooter game where you can play basketball. It's a full-on fucking kick it spot. And they are actually being social. That was the best part about it, is that you go into this place and finally stoners are being social. Is it exactly like it is at their house? Exactly like it is at their house, bro. They have it just like it's like you're on your couch, but this time now you're smoking weed with fellow weed smokers and you can actually socialize. There's music going on in the background. There's Otis Redding's sitting on the dock of the bay. They were K Trainata at all, song. It's just like they had great music. They had a great atmosphere. People were chilling. People go there all the fucking time. I ask him, how many times have you been here? And he's like, fuck, countless, bro. I don't even fucking know. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to meet people. I wanted to socialize on a day where I was lonely. I never been to Barcelona. Someone sent me randomly to some place, and I go in there, and it's the best place on earth. You know what I mean? It's got weed, it's got people, it's got atmosphere, it's got music, it's got games, it's a place I can chill and not be in the rain. And did I expect it to rain? No. When it's time for me to go, I go outside, and I almost needed a fucking canoe. There's life, bro. And that's what I'm having a tough time with, is some of the things that way that the story was written, and it's written differently for all of us, like thankfully the rain has stopped now that I can be out in the park, but I had to ask the lady if I could sit underneath her awning downstairs from where I'm staying, just so I could fucking talk to my homie who I haven't talked to in a couple weeks. I've been checking on him, no money. He's trying to hit the run, and I'm trying to talk to him about his life, and the phone keeps cutting out. So it's just one of those things, like, we try to control our lives. We really do. We try to make the plot twist in our favor. And when it doesn't go in our favor, we all throw fits like a kid and just be like, no, it's supposed to go this way. Mom, where's my candy? We throw a fit like a kid that just got their popsicle stolen. And I'm a grown up now. And that's something that I really had to realize, is I don't get to throw fits anymore. If things don't go my way, I used to get really agitated and make it worse for everybody's day. That's what I did with my ex. I made it the worst day ever. And then she killed my baby. And I had to learn learn the lesson the hard way. And I'm thinking, fucking Saint, you showed up, but you showed out. You showed yourself with your violence. You showed yourself with your manicness. I pulled out all the stops, and I was just so emotional. I had no self control. I had no way of just telling this woman, stop doing what you're doing, stop acting this way. I love you. You know what I mean? I love you. I'm here to be with you. I'm here to start a family. Let's do it, even if you have 2 kids. Is it my picture perfect moment that my chick's a little bit overweight? She used to be in a relationship. She still fucking talks about her ex, and she still has 2 kids that she doesn't even have custody over. Yeah, dude, that was not my Disney moment. That's not how I would have wrote that Disney movie at all. But this is my life, and this is what happens. So when I do show up to Barcelona, yeah, one day it's kind of shining, and I get to see La Sagrada Familia. But at the same time, I feel depressed and lonely, and I felt like a loss. Sometimes I wake up that way. Sometimes I wake up and I'm at, oh, I lost my baby. Oh, I lost my baby. I say I lost my baby. I don't say she killed my baby. I don't call her a murderer. I don't put it all on her. I did it. It's my behavior. It's the way that I fucking acted. And in the worst situation, the time I was supposed to ace my test, the time I was supposed to get the touchdown, the time I was supposed to be on my P's and Q's and actually fucking behave, I had the worst interview. The worst interview ever. And instead of the job, like going to get a job, a job, a just over broke, it was to be a father. And the job, the interview was in front of me, and I blew the interview. Now I did good at the first 2 interviews, but by the third day, I was acting like the worst part of myself. It's almost like seeing someone you just hired show up drunk on the third day after you hired them. I basically showed up drunk and acted a fool, and I got to meet her mom in a distressed manner. It was a rainy day. It wasn't like the best day. It was cloudy day, just like this, gray days, and gray days happen. And some days you're not on your best behavior. And some days you do get frustrated, and sometimes you shouldn't take it out on the clerk that works at the store. And I was trying to fucking get on the boat, and she was no help, and I'm sweating, and I'm fucking, please, just let me get on this boat. Sorry, sir, they lifted the gate. It's already over. There's nothing we can do. And I'm like, fuck, how do I find a solution? Luckily, the guy said, did you try this company over here? It was cheaper. Boom, I tried them, and I finally found a solution. But before then, I was in distress, and I had no clue where I was going. Before then, I had no clue I was about to meet the owner at the biggest fucking Barcelona cannabis club. Before then, I didn't even know. Even now, I don't even know how I'm going to survive while I'm in Finland. There's so much intrepidness, my bravery to keep going and doing things, even though I don't know the outcome. I don't know that a child won't get to keep its life. I didn't know that my relationship was going to come to an end. I didn't know that by coming from Brazil to America, I was going to go travel again. All these things were all up in the air and still up in the air, and there is no rhyme or reason to any of it. So to say my life is a Disney movie, to say that you wish you had a business too, you'd have to fucking be homeless too. You'd have to be broke too. You have to have uncertainty at all times, and most people don't want that. They want certainty. On went bankrupt. People didn't have jobs. So you could be at the biggest company in the world. It could go bankrupt. There is no uncertainty. The weather can change at any moment. And that is why life is not a Disney movie. That's your morning motivation. I don't know how motivated you can be after that, but to keep it real with yourself, I think is the ultimate thing in life, is to thy own self be true, and just know that not anybody's life is perfect. We like to watch these celebrities. We like to watch people do these things, and you know what? That's not exactly how good it is. They have issues too. Hopefully I didn't cover the microphone the whole time for it, and that's me. So I'm here 12 hours. I'm gonna go down into the city. It kind of stopped raining. I'm gonna go say what's up to the boys. I'm gonna fucking go chill at the fucking smoke shop, the cannabis club. That's what I'm gonna do all day. Stay out of the rain. I'm gonna go get some breakfast, get some calories in me. Go down there, give out some weed club cards, shake the hands, kiss the babies, say goodbye to Barcelona before it goes crazy. And yes, thank you for watching the show. Thank you for living your life the way it's been written. I'm thanking the viewers too, because you know what? None of our lives are fucking that cool. You know what I mean? Like, none of us are fucking rock stars. None of us are uber rich, and none of us have fucking made it without mistakes, and that's just what life is all about. So Saint's addiction, that's my truth. Saint, the perfect human being is extremely flawed, and just like you, I'm human too. So peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever in Phoenix. And hopefully you'll be still lake chilling, smoking weed with my friends, free at last, being able to be naked as I want to be, go swims when I want to, be in the sunshine. Hopefully the weather cooperates in Finland. And hopefully I can make enough money so I can get my ass to fucking Thailand, survive more there, and then make some sales in Thailand so I can get to New Zealand to go hang out with my co-pro, get this fucking shit viral, and get all my videos in line and dialed in, and then hopefully my life will be better than the way it is right now. Peace. I'll see you on the other side.